On January 3rd, 2017, and as revised on June 27th, 2017, and October 24th. Adequate notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been furnished by inclusion thereof in the annual schedule of meetings for 2017, which has been posted on the bulletin board at Borough Hall, filed with the Borough Clerk, faxed to the Our Town, the Record, and the Community News newspapers, and distributed to all persons, if any, requesting copies of same pursuant to said act. In case of an emergency or fire alarm, you must evacuate the building by using any of the exit doors in the room. They're immediately to my right, and the double doors at the rear of the room. Occupants must exit the building by using the staircase and not the elevator. This meeting is being recorded by both video and audio and may be rebroadcast.
Guys, just so you know, remember a couple months back I mentioned Mike Jaeger. He resigned from the fire police and moved to Florida. I was informed that on Sunday he passed away in his sleep. So I'm going to ask that former fire police member, and that's why the flag is down in front of the building, and Korean War veteran, that we have a moment of silence for him following the flag salute, please. Would your eyes join me in saluting our nation's flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Fabre?
Here.
Council members: Padavano?
Here.
Trevino?
Here.
DeHere?
Here.
Lindenau?
Present.
Moroni?
Present.
Messar is absent. Borough Attorney Ronald Dario?
Here.
Borough Administrator Roberta Stone?
Present.
Borough Clerk Jean Pellegris here.
Okay, we have a proclamation tonight. It reads, whereas impaired drivers on our nation's road killed 10,497 people in 2016, and whereas 20% of motor vehicle fatalities in New Jersey are alcohol-related, and whereas an enforcement crackdown is planned to combat impaired driving, and whereas the season at the end of the year is traditionally a time of social gatherings which often include alcohol, and whereas the State of New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety has asked law enforcement agencies throughout the state to participate in the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over year-end holiday crackdown, and whereas the project will involve increased impaired driving enforcement from December 8, 2017 through January 1, 2018, and whereas an increase in impaired driving enforcement and a reduction in impaired driving will save lives on our roadways. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Mayor Adrian J. Fabre, and the governing body of the Borough of Maywood, Bergen County, New Jersey, declares its support for the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over 2017 year-end holiday crackdown from December 8, 2017 through January 1, 2018, and pledges to increase awareness of the dangers of drinking and driving. Okay, at this time, anyone from the public wishing to be heard? Seeing no one, close the meeting to the public. Correspondence and report of the Borough Clerk.
Okay, I did want to mention a couple things you will want to discuss so we can prepare a resolution for next meeting, the date of the reorg. Right, Mayor?
Yeah, I'm thinking the 2nd, which is a Tuesday. You good? Fine? You good? Oh, yeah. Thank you. How are we good? I know, Tom, you're away on vacation, I know that. Is everyone else good for the 2nd? Good? You're not?
I won't be here.
Mike?
Yeah, what time, regular time?
No, we'll do it early. We should probably do it a little early. If we can do it early.
Usually it's 7.
Fine, you have anywhere that you have to get home from or anything like that? I don't know how to do it. All right, let's shoot for 7 then. 7?
7 p.m., okay.
Thank you.
And there'll also be 2 resolutions on the next agenda for equipment and mobile radios on the bond for the fire department. Just they exceed the spending, and Betty Betzel will be here to write that group.
The check?
Check, the pilot check. That's all I have.
Thank you, Chief. Report of the Borough Administrator.
Mayor, only one small item, just for everyone's information. The electrician was in today to get the permit for the Spring Valley pump station for the new meter, which of course he will get very shortly. And presumably within the next 2 weeks or so, we'll be having gravity flow into Paramus and no more pump station.
Nice.
And then I have 2 items, contract items for closed session.
Okay. What did that take, about 6 years?
Sorry?
Pump station, get offline, about 6 years?
I don't know if it was 6, but it took 4 at least.
The work that was completed as part of this was done in 2012, which was the Lincoln Avenue part of it,
Yeah.
all part of the infrastructure,
Yeah, I think it was process.
environmental.
One of the property owners filed a bankruptcy, and it just stopped everything for, I would say, 24 months.
To get the easement that we needed.
Yeah.
But it was actually a little bit more than that. There were other things, either from the state or from an engineering point of view, and then we have another town involved and another set of engineers involved. But apparently, by the end of December for sure, we'll have a gravity flow into Paramus and a new meter.
Excellent. Thank you, Roberta. That's it for your report?
I'm sorry?
The rest of your report is enclosed?
Is enclosed.
Okay, thank you. Okay, committee reports. Councilwoman Padavano. Did I skip the attorney?
My report's going to be in closed session tonight, continuing our litigation discussion from last time.
You guys okay now with that?
Yes, thank you.
Everything okay? All right.
Crushed.
Now, Councilwoman Padavano.
Okay. The Maywood Musical Theater Program tickets for Elf Jr. are on sale. It's going to be the performance on December 16th and Sunday, December 17th at 7:30. It's going to be at Maywood Avenue School, and all tickets are $7. Their Annie performance was awesome, so everyone should be looking forward to seeing Elf. The 2018 Rabies Clinic and Pet Licensing is going to be on Wednesday, January 10th, 7 to 9 at the Maywood Senior Recreation Center. Dr. Buchholz will be doing the free rabies vaccines, and the annual pet licenses will also be available. Oh, and the dog park licenses will be available also. And ShopRite in Paramus is offering free cooking classes. There's a spots are available for Thursday, this coming Thursday, December 7th, 2 to 4. And you can get in touch with Lisa Shealy, and she will give you the information if you're interested in healthy holiday cooking. That is all I have for this evening.
Mrs. Padavano, and
Thank you.
happy anniversary.
Why, thank you. Thank you very much.
Councilman Davina.
Thank you, Mayor. I do not have anything to report on this week.
Thank you, sir. Councilman DeHare.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Building Department, I know we just had a meeting last week, but from 28th of November through today, there was $2,185 in permit fees collected. From the Fire Department, last night's monthly Fire Board meeting, Chief Tuttle, Assistant Chief McManus, and Deputy Chief Reiner were re-elected for another term, so congratulations to them. They do a great job. Last week was the Cedarburg Airport Noise Abatement Committee meeting, and again, if you remember prior meeting, it was a private, was not open to the public meeting regarding whether the member towns wanted to move forward with considering the latest FAA proposal, and they voted to do so. So the committee is going to be sending a letter to the FAA in Washington to tell them to continue on with their survey and their work. And what that came to in short was the plan that we spoke about last spring, where they were going to follow Route 17 down, and right now they fly over the airport. Well, it's going to be somewhere in between, which is right over our end of town. So it won't be on 17, it won't be over to Hopkins. But, so that's something they're going to continue to look into. It's not a definite thing yet, but they are going to look into. And this is the fastest the FAA has moved in probably 10 years, from what I've heard. They don't move fast. but they're moving on this pretty fast, and it's not a guarantee. So even if they do move forward with this, and they put it into place, it's strictly voluntary. The pilots do not have to follow the voluntary route, they can just go right down the fixed route. So that was that, and I just have one item for possibly for new business.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Zimmer. Councilman Lindenau.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do not have a report tonight.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Rooney.
I do not have a report tonight, Mr. Mayor, but on the second note with the meeting with the FAA, I guess the article in the paper said that the route that they take now is by instrumentation.
Correct.
And that's how most pilots will follow, regardless of whether they adopt a new pattern.
It's the safest for them.
But the easiest route.
It's the easiest and safest. What was most interesting in October's meeting was trying to explain to the public, because you have a lot of members, town members, and you have the public there. And one thing that was really interesting, and it was kind of humorous, they kept saying, well, why can't, what's the big deal? And all that they said, well, the instrumentation, it just so happens at the end of the runway, if you follow it by eye, it looks right up at the hospital. And they said, well, can you move the runway? And everybody at the airport went, nah, I don't really think so, and then we moved on to the next resident.
That's it. Thank you, Mr. Rooney. All right. Council President is leaving from Jersey City. Hopefully he'll get here eventually. I don't have much report other than to, again, extend my condolences to the Jaeger family. And it was a huge loss losing him from Fire Police, and it's an even huger loss to lose him from this planet. He's a good man, and he's as I said, he was a veteran, dedicated volunteer to Maywood. Some of you probably saw him. He had he used to drive around with the truck with all the flags on it, a lot of the stickers. That was Mike. He lived over on Concord. Just a really great guy. Again, he will be sorely missed. Thank you. Officer Wells, I'm told that you are the individual that got the grant for the drive sober or get pulled over.
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. On behalf of the council and myself and the town, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's a $5,500 grant, goes for overtime costs incurred for 100 hours worth of service.
Excellent, excellent. Always trying to get overtime, you guys. Look at that. But I appreciate that it's now paid by grant.
Absolutely.
And for anybody who doesn't know, there's trading cards. The police department has their own trading cards, and Officer Will will be in the back signing his autograph. It's worth money from what I hear. I wonder if this is a discussion for new, old, is that new business, or can I just bring that up on my report? Okay. I'm in possession of several resignation letters from the ambulance squad. Basically, they aged out, not by age, but by their certifications are expired, and they do not wish to continue with that. The state has made it so onerous that I don't know how anybody could. I know if they did that, if and when they ever do that to the fire department, you'll lose half the department. What they did to the ambulance squad, and I guess it's just a good thing that Hackensack and all the hospitals are not in the business of fighting fires, because if they were, they'd see to it that there were stricter
God bless you.
requirements to become a firefighter, which is ridiculous, by the way. And they did the same thing. The anatomy of a human being has not changed in many years. I don't think it's probably at least a lot of years that there's been no change in human anatomy. But, and that's, I'm making a joke, but they see fit to keep putting on stricter and stricter regulations with regard to volunteers. And I know the legal profession has a lot to do with that.
Blame the lawyers.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, they basically chase volunteers right out of being volunteers. So I'm told that as of the end of this year, there will be no members left to cover duty nights. And the consensus is that the members have asked us to seek other avenues to get coverage, which at this point, like it's been for well over a year, when they can't make it, that covers us. So we will not lose any coverage. And the daytime, as of now, it's staying the same. So basically, nothing's changed except that now it's official. Our ambulance squad is packing it in. We will obviously have to do something for them in recognition, because their dedication throughout this time, especially towards the end when there was only a few of them and they were still making their duty nights. It's just something to recognize. The town owes them a debt. So that's that. All right, we have nothing. We have no action item listed, Eugene? No.
Nothing lingering.
Yeah. And obviously, with regard to the EMS, there's going to be further discussions on actually what the town's going to do. But at this point, I just want to make sure everybody knows that we are covered. Resolutions by title.
Resolution 14917, authorizing execution of an agreement with Bergen County Department of Health Services for bloodborne pathogens program for 2018-2019. Resolution 15017, resolution authorizing an agreement between Physio Control Incorporated and the Borough of Maywood for technical support, service support for the borough's defibrillators. Resolution 15117, resolution authorizing contract with EMS Charts Incorporated in the Borough of Maywood, Bergen County, New Jersey. Resolution 15217, approving the collective bargaining agreement with the Department of Public Works employees and authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement on behalf of the borough. Resolution 15317, resolution authorizing and confirming endorsement of community development projects. Resolution 15417, resolution authorizing the redemption of a tax sale certificate for Block 91, Lot 12.
Is there a motion for the adoption?
Motion to adopt.
Is there a second? Second. Roll call.
Question.
Sure. Yes.
I'm sorry. The 15117 for the EMS charts, is that based on what you had just told that?
Actually, it's not based on that. Regardless of how we were doing it, as of January 2018, we're required by state to do these reports on the EMS charts. It's just one type, but it's something that we're required to do regardless of who is providing the service.
The company who's now covering us, would they be the party responsible to fill these out?
No, we are.
Okay.
No, I mean, right now, we're daytime, we fill them out.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Whoever's doing nighttime will be doing the same thing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Roll call.
Padavano?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
DeHier?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroni?
Yes.
Okay. New business. Do you have any new business?
Yes, I'd just like to bring up one item. I know it's on the to-do list, and I understand that, but the ceiling in the firehouse on West Hunter needs to be addressed sooner than later. It's something that we kind of put in the back burner, and understandably, which is okay, but it's not. I think it needs to be brought up to the front of the oven. So I just wanted to bring that up.
It is on the list. It's not back burner, it's just on the list.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I think it just needs to be, it's starting to really come down. And
Okay.
with the fact that it's a drywall ceiling and the electrical fixtures are right there, if that falls, it's going to bring the lighting fixtures down, so I don't want to have any damage to the trucks. I don't want anybody to get hurt. So if we could just look at that sooner
Okay.
than later. That's all from me,
Thank you.
myself.
Anything else on the new business? How about old business, guys? Anything? Miscellaneous business. Is there any miscellaneous business? Okay, we do have a closed session.
We do.
For the purpose of?
Litigation, personnel,
Contracts.
contracts.
What's the big three?
Yeah.
Is there a motion to go into closed session?
Motion to go to close. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We'll be closed.
It's not good when you get a text that the alarm in the office is going off. I forget to lock something. Be resolved by the Mayor and Council of Borough of Maywood pursuant to provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act. Meeting council meet in closed session to discuss the following subject matters: contract negotiations, personnel, and litigation. Be it further resolved that as precisely can be determined at this time, the discussion conducted in said closed session can be disclosed to the public upon taking final action thereon, provided disclosure shall not violate the attorney-client privilege or constitute undue invasion of privacy. And be it further resolved that the mayor and council of Borough of Maywood do not vision to return to open session after this meeting, but reserve the right to do so.
Do you want to get tax while he's on the bench?
No.
Okay.
Deal with my law can still on.
Is that right to get tax?
It is. It's excusable. I looked it up in the book.
He is an attorney, you might know. Yeah, I think that was that part. Okay.
The firewall.
Get it.
Hello, Mr. Huffman. Nice to see you too.